Hello there, and welcome to another episode of Electric Sheep. Let's get things going with Lotto.
Lotto. The galaxy's most bizarre form of governance began with a scratch card. They were sold at refueling stations, vending machines, comet casinos, and orbital rest stops across the astrobelts. For a mere 15 credits, one could purchase a shimmering Astro Lotto ticket, the kind embossed with swirling micro holograms and the tagline, "You might be chosen." For most, it was just a gag, a curiosity tucked into glove compartments or stuck to fridge doors with space magnets. But every decade, one number was chosen. And that number didn't win money, it won power. Welcome, winner! The hollow screen blared as Yalen Forick blinked himself awake in his dingy sleeper pod on Gamma Rock 7. His ticket, a lark bought while drunk on fermented solar gas wine, had come up. Now, half a dozen sleek political drones hovered outside his porthole, their lenses flashing approval codes. His ID had been confirmed. His face was now streaming live on every channel between Neptune and the Vesta colonies. "You are the new governor of the Astrobelts." They suited him up in something that looked too ceremonial to be functional. Thick silver cloth woven with data filaments, a sash of glowing minor names from across the belt, and a governor's ring that doubled as a neural security key. He was escorted to the governor's mansion, a massive rotating cylinder orbiting the dwarf planet Ceres. It housed a crew of thousands: advisors, analysts, diplomatic liaisons, economic engines. And now Yalen, a man who once sold asteroid core scrap for beer money, was their emperor of rock and vacuum. His salary? 1.2 million credits a month, enough to buy a moon if you didn't mind secondhand. But power wasn't just glamour and credits. No, the astrobelts were alive, not with nature, but with need. The duties of the governor of the belts. 1. Resource allocation. Every month, the governor reviewed dozens of petitions from mining crews, transport fleets, and planetary settlements. Who needed water the most? Which tunnel colonies were short on fusion batteries? Each decision could mean life or slow, frozen death. 2. Trade negotiation. The belts were a hub for rare minerals, and every major planetary nation wanted in. Yalen met with Martian trade envoys, Jovian cartels, and Saturnian syndicates, all smiling, all offering something, all wanting something more. 3. Labor disputes and law. 500,000 workers operated in the belts under harsh conditions. The governor was the highest judge, called upon to settle feuds between clans of diggers, rogue AI mining units, and even the occasional corporate army. 4. Environmental maintenance. Orbit decay, rogue comets, and reactor spills weren't just hazards, they were common. The governor coordinated planetary defense arrays and environmental bots to prevent the belts from becoming a death zone. Number 5. Cultural unity. The belts were a stew of languages, creeds, species, and ideologies. Once a month, the governor was required to host Unity Night, a celebration of the belt's many cultures. Speeches, poetry, rituals. Yalen once accidentally insulted an entire species by stepping on a ceremonial sponge, but learned quickly. At night, he lay in the vast observatory bedchamber, staring out into the spinning fields of rock and starlight. He missed the sound of his old bunk's creaking pipes, the taste of cheap synth coffee, the freedom of anonymity. But he also felt something else. Purpose. The belts had chosen him. And for 10 years, he would serve. Then his name would be added to the Hall of Chosen, a statue, a story, and a new ticket sold. Somewhere, someone was scratching a new card. Maybe they'd be next. And maybe they'd realize, as Yalen now did, that in the asteroid belts, the lotto doesn't choose a winner. It chooses a guardian.
Well, I thought it would be a different idea to have someone be elected by lottery. I don't know if that's something that is from other forms of fiction, but I thought that was an idea that I had that was interesting. Um, I will just say space magnets. That's funny. Uh, yeah, I'll just leave it at that. I really like this story, and I might even have another part to it that extends the the little ride as governor, because this is a lot of responsibility and a lot of paycheck for just buying a cheap little ticket. So it would be interesting to see some more of his adventures there. Um, but this has been Joseph Arthur Roszell, thanking you for watching. I wish you all the luck in the world, and I want you to remember that I love you.